Oh, yeah, that's right. It's normal world time. It's so great to be a normal world member tonight because we definitely won.
We won.
We won. Shut up. You're not on screen yet.
We won.
Joining me, before you cut to him, joining me tonight from the battleground state in the past, maybe not anymore, from Michigan, our beloved Dave Landau.
Woo!
Hello.
Yeah.
Ahoy, everybody. Ahoy.
Ahoy, hoy.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
I can't wait to get into to what you were doing.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about it. It was fun.
Heck yeah. And, as always, Angela.
Hi. Woo!
Yay.
Thank you. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. I'm breaking the camera, so don't cut to me.
Don't cut over. And I thought there's nobody better to bring onto the show. The smartest political analyst I can think of. Flawed and Meaux.
All right.
Back on the show.
Which one of us is smartest?
Meaux.
For debate?
Yeah.
Let the people decide.
Okay.
I think we know. Dave, I want to get into it. You were in Detroit on the ground.
I'm still there. I was on the ground.
You're still there. You're there the night of last night.
Yes.
How did it feel?
It was interesting. I went around all day and got to meet people. Actually, if we want to watch this first, it might help, and then go from there.
Yeah.
I put together a little clip for everybody to show you what I did. I went around to talk to people, see what they were feeling, see how they were voting, and I hope you'll enjoy.
It's me, Dave Landau, for BlazeTV, and I am reporting from Trump's home base right here in Detroit. We're going to go inside and find out exactly what's been going on and how Trump plans to win Wayne County. It turns out that this is actually a gentleman's club and does not belong to Donald Trump. I had to beat my way out of a fight, but I did get the pimp's coat, and I now own 3 of his hoes. More later. So we have various merch here. We're at a Kamala Waltz stand. So I take it you don't like Trump. So what happens, let's say, if he wins tonight? Are you fine with it?
I don't see him winning. I'm really not even living into that future.
Hey, Derek, can you hold up an XL or a double XL? Okay, so do you think this should fit Glenn Beck?
This is absolutely, this will be perfect. I don't want to give it away. It was going to be a Christmas present.
All right, well, this is going to go to Glenn. Let's find out how much it costs. We're here at the Luxor in Las Vegas. A cemetery in Detroit where the Dodge family is buried. We're at the cemetery counting voters, seeing who wants who to win. Derek, what did you find?
I talked to 35 headstones. I got 33 Kamala Harris voters. I got 1 Trump voter and 1 voter for that libertarian guy.
Okay, so it does look like this cemetery is voting for Harris. We are here in front of a Harris voter residence. They did not answer the door. I looked inside. I feel they must have been asleep from all the fast food they ate. There was ketchup everywhere, and everyone was on the floor. So what we're going to do is walk over here to this apartment building where some other Harris voters are at. We are in downtown Detroit in front of the Spirit of Detroit, and the Spirit is live and well. There's a man behind me who just was touching himself that is waving at the camera. Hopefully we can get somebody around here. Hey, sir, come here, sir. I see, what is this you have here?
This here is my electric unicycle, or you can call it a Bago T4 Pro to be exact. I'm more so focused on the amendments that are in my state. The marijuana bill, I don't smoke, but I do have friends that do, so, I'm voting yes for that one.
I mean this respectfully, you're on a unicycle and you have dreads. Are you sure you don't smoke weed?
100%.
They call me Quantum Edutainment.
All right, Quantum Edutainment. Now, who, if I can ask, I'm just judging by the Kamala Harris sign, is that who you're voting for?
Absolutely, because we realize that this is the pinnacle of Putin imperialization through what they call a Putin pond.
Can we talk to the mayor? How are you, sir? I'm just with BlazeTV. How are you?
TV.
Yes. And who are you voting for?
I already cast my vote, and I think people can probably assume who that is.
You heard it here first. Mayor Dugan says Trump is going to win. If you could change one thing about Detroit for the better, what would it be?
I would say a little bit more unity. Everyone is pretty much the same. We all bleed the same blood.
Do you feel like we're more divided than ever?
Yes. Yes, we are more divided. I always consider myself Miss International. And it makes me feel a lot better too, because we are the world. We are the children.
We should sing this.
We are the world.
She's got it.
We are the children.
We are
I don't remember the rest of the words.
Come on now.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Yes, start giving.
Now, for you, if Donald Trump was going to take you on a date, if you had to go on one, would you go with him, and where would he take you?
Absolutely not.
Just no, not at all?
He could be like, let's go to the Ritz-Carlton. I'll pay for your, like, 5-star. You couldn't.
You hate him that much.
He could give me a check for, like, $1 million, and I still wouldn't go with him.
I would do a lot of things to him for $1 million. So if Trump wins, what will happen tonight? Let's just say in his nightmare.
You're right about that. No, it would be my worst nightmare.
Hey.
How are you?
I just want some fried chicken and biscuits.
Fried chicken? Oh.
And some hot sauce and some cornbread.
I don't remember where we were, but that's a good way to end it.
Somebody get him that chicken.
Look, hey, you should have gone and gotten him some fried chicken and cornbread. What the heck?
He should have.
That should have been the end.
Offer. We did offer, and he was like, I said, who are you going to vote for? And he goes, I'm voting for me.
Hey, bro. I dig it.
Sounded so defeated. I just want some fried chicken.
We are the world. We are the children.
She was onto something until she said, I call myself Miss International. She was cooking before that.
She was a sweetheart, though.
So
honestly, she was a sweetheart. And that guy couldn't have walked up at a better time. And that was the mayor of Detroit. We talked to him for a second, but then, I don't know, we just thought it'd be funnier just to cut to that and say he's voting for someone else.
I just want some fried chicken.
That was great.
Honestly,
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, like everybody I talk to kind of wants the same thing across the board. I honestly believe. Like I talk to a lot of Harris voters, but I think at the end of the day, people do just want unity. They're kind of tired of all of it. And for the most part, other than the one guy who I talked to, the man who may have been a homosexual, I don't know for sure.
Not sure.
No, it was fun because he was, and I was like, what would Trump be if he was a Disney character? And he was like Ursula, but we had to cut it down. But the more people I talk to, I really do just think across the board, people are just tired of it and just want some kind of unity. And most people didn't care. They're like, if he wins, I don't know, whatever. Let's just try. Like, I just want this done.
I absolutely agree with you. I've been saying it for a long time. I think most normal people want the same thing. They may be getting messages from either side and then believing whatever and deciding that way. But I think on the whole, most people want to be prosperous. They want to be happy. They want to have a good future for their children. That's like across the board if you're not insane. And like the battle was between insane people. And I think what Trump has built around himself is a party of sane people. So they're not necessarily all heavy conservative, far right, or whatever it is. Like they try to paint it. Yep. They're people that are sane and want to try to fix the country. They want to make the country more healthy. They want to make the country more efficient and more prosperous. And I think that obviously appealed to the majority of people. Like heavily, handily, it appealed to more people than whatever the hell Kamala was running with.
Let's see. Abortion.
Nothing.
Just abortion.
Yeah. Well, none. It's like I went from everywhere to like that video starts. I'm on Trump's on 8 Mile. It's a strip club, I guess. I never knew about it before. But it's on 8 Mile. It's not. And then I went down the stand where we're talking to the guy is not far from Driscoll or Dreskin, I think it is, where Eminem grew up. So I started there and then worked my way into the city. Went to different neighborhoods and like those are the best people I thought we talked to. But from really, then we went into like a wealthier area, but it was very predictable when we talked to people. So I just thought it was interesting to see that across the board, everybody kind of felt the same way, unless you were deliberately hostile. But then later on in the night, we aired from American Coney Island, where I was with Charlie LaDuff, and he had done a lot of the election counting, and there was a lot of, I think it became very clear that a lot of what happened in 2020 was falsified, and that sucks.
Yeah, that's how you see this record turnout now. I saw somebody on Twitter say, like, how do you have less votes overall, but have like break records in turnout? It's like, well, maybe last time wasn't right. Maybe they had a bunch of extra votes that didn't actually count. Hey, in Minecraft, whatever it is. But what was it like in Detroit? Like you were broadcasting through the whole thing, seeing that state flip. And did you get any messages from people that are from Detroit that were freaking out or ecstatic about it? Like, what was that? What did you say?
It's weird. I did the Drew Lane show the other day, and then I, of course, got a death threat. But it turned out the guy lived in France. And then another thing, a hate mail, and then the rest of it was really was very positive. But it's a popular show there. So watching it happen, I think most everybody was surprised. They were expecting it to go blue just because that's always the way that it's gone. And I think that you have to open your eyes though. Why did it flip this hard? Like you're doing something wrong. There's people here. They're poor. They're hungry. There's not jobs. GM is leaving the Renaissance Center downtown Detroit.
Crazy.
It's not good. And I think, you have the mayor who's in office, but he's corrupt. Let's just be honest. I mean, allegedly, but they all are. So at the end of the day, you really want people to you have to get somebody to start producing jobs, to producing the ability for people to live some kind of an American dream or some kind of a life. Yep. And that's really what people want. I mean, that's what I got from the city. And I mean, driving around, you can still see in those videos the homes that have never been torn down, that have been burnt down since the 80s. Like, just because they made downtown look halfway decent doesn't mean that it's this great place. And talking to Charlie LaDuff, he wrote a book called Detroit American Autopsy, and a lot of it is about, like, you can laugh at Detroit all you want, but it's America. And that's what's going to happen to America if we don't take care of it. Is you're going to see what was once the Paris of the Midwest turn into that, and we just watched that state turn red.
Absolutely.
Do you think that's going to happen in California? Because we're having a lot of the same things happen in California. A lot of dangerous areas, the tent encampments, businesses leaving, kind of the entire state kind of falling apart. In the future, do you think people will get to the point where they could flip it back and go towards red? Because there's all the counties outside of the main districts are red. Yeah. Like, everybody tells me that when they like, hey, there's a bunch of conservative people that do live here in California. It's just these main metropolitan areas. And can that get bad enough for people to realize, hey, these aren't the people that should be running our country, our state?
I think so. I mean, I have a 98 Eldorado with subwoofers, and I was bumping Too Short yesterday while I was driving around and getting a lot of compliments on my car, which was really nice. Until I was surrounded by about 8 people that really liked my car. And then we got out of that gas station pretty quickly. They loved it. Very complimentary. Almost like they were trying to lure me out of it to look at it.
I like these rims you got on here.
But because we were bumping Too Short, as you should, I looked it up to see if Too Short still lived in Oakland. And I was surprised he still does. So, I mean, there might be some hope for California because Too Short still lives in Oakland. That's my hard political take.
That's a W take.
Probably voted for Harry.
I think, I'm sure he did, and I'm sure that state's gonna just burn or fall into the ocean. Yeah, but I don't think there's much hope, dude. Especially with Gavin Newsom there. Yeah. I don't think so.
That's sad because there's a ton of people that the cognitive dissonance of to live there and not realize why it's the way it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I talked about it. I did a video in LA. We had a conversation with a lady that began the conversation with, this place is dangerous and sucks and you shouldn't live here, and then said, I love Gavin Newsom because he's so handsome. Yes. And you're like, how do you
put it together? Put
those two things, how do they both live in your head like that? New Hampshire.
Yeah, where I'm from.
Was edging towards red, and then it switched over to blue. Like, what do you think there? What is about that population that made that choice, that change? Because you grew up there.
Yeah,
And raised.
but like when I went there, when I lived there, I always thought New Hampshire was red. Like it seemed like a red state from the people that I know, and the people I know in the hood don't vote. So I don't even know how it went blue. I don't know who.
Pretty sure
people are that are voting.
I'm pretty sure they have.
They voted.
They
just
have a
weren't
lot of
alive.
Republicans that won in office. Yesterday, like they have a lot of Republicans that won in office yesterday.
They
My
voted
mom and I were
blue for
talking
the
about it,
presidential
but they still, I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know what is wrong with them, but they're giving us a bad name.
The past 2 cycles, they voted blue.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
When I was there, the first time I ever voted, I voted for Trump, and I lived in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And Trump lost, and I was like, my vote doesn't count. And then we moved to Texas.
Do you think more people turned out this time? Because you saw it in the black and Latino vote. You
In New Hampshire?
saw more, just overall, you saw more turnout. Do you think that's like maybe it's edging back
My cousins
towards
voted
red?
Trump. My cousins are still in New Hampshire. They're black, and they voted for Trump.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like LGBT support and
A lot of lesbians in New Hampshire.
a lot of like
a weird amount of lesbians.
movement.
My mother, my sister.
Interesting.
There's a lot.
You mean just in your house?
Yeah.
Not New Hampshire.
No, in New Hampshire, his house. It's called a
New
Hampshire.
New Hampshire in general, but my house.
My
is full of
mom,
them.
my mom's wife, my sister.
But New Hampshire for sure is very like that.
I don't know why. There's a lot of lesbians.
And there's a lot of money too. Like the city,
Again.
the Queen City's not, but surrounding, it's like up north. There's a lot of money, and it's. I just don't know why they do that. Why they went that way, but I'm glad I'm out of there.
Man, what a
But there is a lot of
if you
refugees
look-
there as well.
really.
That's what flipped most people. I
Yeah.
mean, I know people who went out and voted for the first time because of refugee issues, people that I talk to here. And it's because we're paying for migrants. It's seriously becoming a problem. People are actually terrified of this. And they know, like, Elon Musk made a very good point when he said, if you allow these people to come in and they're voting, it's illegal. They're taking away the right that is yours.
Yep.
And that flipped a lot of people.
Yeah,
and I mean,
backfired.
Yeah, and people can say all they want against it. Absolutely backfired. The Democrats lost this for themselves and what they've done for the last 4 years, locking people down, mandates, strict rules for you and not for them, and then trying to sneak people in to get votes. I mean, that's the reality of it, and people were tired. And like Pennsylvania was one, surprisingly, that was taken early on Wednesday.
Yeah. Dude, that was so great too, because you had CNN, MSNBC, all of them priming it and saying, okay, all these states are going to go to either side, but it's Pennsylvania. That's the one that we all need to watch out for. And then early on, it was like red, confirmed. It was like, fuck, it's over. But then they, had to continue to pretend like it wasn't over, but
weren't
it was
calling
fucking
it.
over.
Yeah.
It was fucking over. It was, damn.
And
It
I
was
knew
scary.
they wouldn't call Michigan until today because they were hitting me up last night to go back on the air, and I'm like, "There's nothing I can tell you. Like, this will not." And the Project Veritas had put out videos of people with California plates bringing ballots into a place in downtown, and it's like I didn't see it. I don't know if for sure that happened or what was in those boxes, but it wasn't enough to sway it.
Exactly.
And that's crazy.
That's
And,
huge.
yeah.
That means it really was too big to rig.
Too big to rig.
If it was ballots.
He got the popular vote. He got the electoral college vote. He swept all of the other pillars. Like,
Do you think we'll see you think that's like the end for the Democrats for a while?
I think the current state of them.
You think it's going to be a long time till we see?
I think the squad mentality that they've had for a long time, the whole woke, extra woke, hardcore kind of left.
It's gone.
I think they're gonna they're gonna settle it. It's gonna be settled, and they're gonna try and just win the normal way that they do is normal cheating.
Yeah.
But that stuff, I think the AOCs. You notice how where's the AOC? Where are we? She's streaming off somewhere on Twitch or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like we're not. It's not the squad. It's not as much fervor as it used to be.
She
said that
they're hanging back.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and the guy who I talked to on the motorized unicycle, I just said that. The guy who I talked to on the motorized unicycle, but
he was nerdy about it too. He was like, to be specific.
He's like, this is we talked for a while about it. Actually, he's like, I got a lot of toys that can kill me. But he was
no helmet.
He was super. None.
Dreads.
Dude. He didn't
The dreads
need
are big.
Yeah, them
That's
dreads.
true. Kind of cushion.
He was doing tricks and filming them. He made Ken, who was filming for us, take his phone and film him doing tricks for a while. But he wasn't for Kamala.
Really?
And,
He wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah, he was not. No. So that's what I was talking about. The things that were most important to him were the amendments, and like we cut to the marijuana thing, but it was free speech. It was, he said that's the stuff that's most important and the reason why he felt that way was because that's what he wanted to be protected most of all. And he just didn't feel that the amendments were being protected underneath, and that's carrying a gun. That's all. I mean, that's all kinds of stuff that's important to people that live in areas where they feel they need that, or at least it's some sense of protection or a right for your own voice. And if you feel like that's being stolen from you by the people that are in charge, they're
Or
not
self-hating black person.
Yes, that's exactly it. Thank
he
you.
hates himself.
I kept telling any black person who said Trump, I was like, you are an unkie.
Not to be confused with monkey.
No, unkie. Let's be very clear.
Very different.
No, listen. What I said was
YouTube.
slightly racist.
Well, you're totally right. Like the messaging, it's fallen apart. Yeah, normal people don't listen to it anymore. They don't believe in MSNBC and all these old time New York.
They're done.
These news organizations, they're done. These places do not have any sway. Something I wanted to talk about: all of the celebrities.
Yep.
All the celebrities, not just Z-list celebrities, all the way to the top. Beyonce, Eminem, huge people that have a lot of influence. At least we thought they did.
Yep.
A lot of movie stars that
Even Obama. Obama was very popular.
None of them were enough to influence enough people to get them on their side. So I think their messaging is completely fallen apart.
Yep.
It does not work anymore. They're going to have to change their plan.
You don't think we just hate women?
I mean, maybe a little bit of that.
I think that's
just baseline. But
That's what it is.
That's what making America great again is.
True.
Back.
See, women are they're
beat
just
women
too dumb.
twice in a row.
They don't know how to make their own choices, and we need to make them decisions for them.
I agree. Trump.
Yeah, that's what it's
My wife
about.
voted for Trump before I did.
W?
Yeah, she voted for Trump last time, and I missed it.
She don't want to make decisions.
No, she was like, "Fuck, take my rights away." I'm trying to cook.
I
got shit to do.
I can't get these recipes down and politics.
Come on.
I got a vacuum.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
That's what I mean, though. It's so degrading to every woman, in my opinion, and everybody who's got color to just pull them aside and try to use them as like, this has to be your party. And they're tired of it. And that's the vibe I got yesterday. That, like no matter even if you were for her, they were still tired of that same message of this has to be the way you go. Like, no, it doesn't. And you don't have to go conservative. Like, I'm just saying you should be able, though, to make your own decision without somebody making you feel guilty about it.
Yep.
That makes me lean into it even more. And people, like, my Twitter comments are full of that. And it just makes me be like, okay, so I feel like I'm over the target when you're just coming at me because I have a different opinion than you every time.
All the amount of aggression.
Yeah, it's like you're
I
extra.
just disagree with you a
go
little bit.
directly to, like, calling me names, directly, like, bro, people will go comment on my videos about my mother and be like, you're
psychos.
She left on purpose because she hated your political views. He died on purpose. Type of things people say in my comments.
You're whitewashed.
Yeah, you're whitewashed.
Brainwashed, man.
Crazy.
Well, to say that, the anger that comes out of these other sides, it's like you do have you realize there's a lot of things that involve government. It isn't just a president making decisions for everybody. A lot of stuff's really in your local community and your local, your state, your city.
The things that affect you.
Right. And so, but they don't pay attention to any of that, and they act like you're electing a guy who's going to make every choice for the next, and that's just not the reality.
We're done. It goes abortions, affirmative action. They just go.
It's crazy.
So extreme.
He's already been president.
So extreme.
Yeah, and what did he do last time? That's what's so hilarious. It's like this is the end. This is all fascism. He was in.
He's already been here.
He was the president for 4 years already, and then he gave it away. Yeah. Sure, he had some problems with it, and I have some problems with it. A lot of people do, but he eventually did concede.
Did.
Yeah. And the world didn't end.
In the world did not end.
That's nice. It's like all the people that are like, we're not going to be able to get married and all this stuff. It's just like, did that happen before?
Yeah.
Did it?
I think it did.
Has he ever said that you can't?
No.
I remember him actually being quite gay friendly.
He was the first president to be
parties
gay friendly.
in Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
Gay parties.
So chill out. And that's what's so funny about Kamala's thing. It's like her entire campaign was women, 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 body rights, body autonomy rights. Trump said, okay, let the states decide.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to decide. You should decide. And they're like, nah!
Yep.
Like, wait, no, that's why it's supposed to work.
And then somehow voting Kamala would bring it back. They thought they just thought, oh yeah, we want abortion, so let's vote Kamala. Like that was going to actually do something.
Like she's a part of the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
she can't do
well,
anything.
and it wouldn't have happened if the left. Like personally, I think it's a woman's right. That's just my opinion.
That's your opinion, yeah.
But yeah, and it's like that's how I feel about it, and I always have, and that's different from people on this network. I know that, but it's like their issue is if you didn't decide this abortion extreme to like up and until birth.
Yeah.
And it wasn't extreme. It wasn't logical, and it wasn't like it was going to happen. But it became that argument. Well, what's going to happen then? The other extreme is going to come out, and that's how Roe v. Wade got overturned. So again, the Democrats did that to themselves.
Because no one was complaining about nothing. Then people just like start yelling about things.
They don't. It's like value. I feel like it's like they almost don't even just value life. And I understand being pro-choice, but it's like it's different. I feel like it was like deep. It was like demonic almost.
It's a selfishness. Yeah. That's what they want. Yeah. They want the whatever I want at the time that I want it. That's when I get it.
Yep.
And it doesn't screw anybody else.
These ideas where like you see the commercial where the woman's bleeding out on the floor about to have a miscarriage, and the guy calls 911 and he's like, look, she's gonna die, she needs an abortion, and then the same the senator grabs it and goes, I was elected senator and I'm Republican and you're gonna have to let her die. He goes, you can have babies, just not with her because she'll be dead. Which is basically telling everybody who votes for you that they're a moron.
Yeah.
Because if they believe that, they're like, oh, so if I'm dying because the baby in me, they won't take it out. They're like, no, that's real.
That's false.
It must be happening all the time.
Right?
So crazy. What hospital would you go to where they're like, look, I'm sorry. I'd like to do my
hands are tied.
I'd like to fill my oath and help you, but
Good friend of ours, good friend of the show, Adam Krigler. He's read all 50 states' laws on abortion, and every single one of them has a section that says if the life of the mother is at risk, then you protect the life of the mother.
Yep.
That's how that works in law. And in the Hippocratic Oath, it also is the life of the mother first. Yep. So like all that stuff is already in all of the laws. So it settled down. It wasn't a good argument.
Yeah. Especially in this case where it's going to kill the baby and the mom, and they're like, no,
fuck them both.
They're both dead.
Fuck them both.
It's
like, well, that's
irrational.
Worse than abortion. You're just killing two people.
Facts. It's only natural.
Hey, I believe that life is a miracle.
Yep.
You know what also is a miracle? Miracle Made sheets.
Oh, we got
just
it.
as much of a miracle.
As much, almost.
It's like almost
a little bit better. A little bit.
You can make miracles on them.
Okay, you know what? You could wrap a little baby.
Ours.
Stop. Wait, say that again.
I said you can make miracles on them.
That's right. You can.
Miracle Made does not
endorse
that.
any kind of human copulation. Other than that, though, you could sleep in them. They make you feel nice and cool when it's summertime. It's wintertime now, so you can bundle up with them too.
Yep.
But if it's summertime and you're in Texas or somewhere in the South, it gets really hot.
Basically, summertime in Texas, winter time is summertime.
Is summertime. So
other places,
still 90.
You still want to get yourself some Miracle Made sheets, so you can go to trymiracle.com/normal. Get yourself a beautiful little discount on some sheets. Christmas coming up. And then also, what do you get with it, Dave? You know.
You get 3 free towels along with your order.
Yeah.
That's hand, body, and face.
Ooh, that's right. And 40% off.
Yeah.
They're just giving it away.
Basically.
Literally. I don't know how many times we got to tell you.
That's crazy.
Because if you buy it, you're going to be like, hey, I got these things for almost free. And you're going to tell enough people, and they're going to be so satisfied. That's how they make all their money. I slept on these bad boys all night. I never felt so cool. And I'm in Michigan, where it's weirdly 80 degrees.
That is strange.
Yeah.
So trymiracle.com/normal. Towels, sheets, 40% off. Thank you, Try Miracle.
Thanks, Miracle.
That was the best ad read I think
Honestly,
I've ever done.
You killed it.
That was
amazing.
I was wondering how you were going to
say that.
transition it to that because I was like, oh, we're in some deep territory right now.
He barred.
Yeah,
He
he
barred
did
away.
it.
That was bars.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I try every once in a while. You know what was so great? Waking up today, scrolling through Twitter, seeing the absolute meltdown, the salt mines that were Twitter today.
Great song choice.
It was beautiful.
Madonna.
It was the Miley Cyrus cover too.
That guy was so sad.
Yeah, he was legit.
Like his life is gonna change it all.
Right, dude. People crying like we're done. I saw one.
You might get famous.
I saw
You're
one.
still gonna go to GameStop and work there.
Whatever it is that you're doing,
in
like-
4 weeks.
Fine. I saw one that was like, I don't want to hear any of the conservatives complain about their life. I'm like, this is what we want.
Yeah, we want. We
I don't know if you understand. This is what we're wanting.
I saw one that said, Florida, don't ask for any help for the next hurricane. I'm like, bro.
No, there's they had, it was, I saw like, it was like a witch. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying, don't ask for any help for the next hurricane. You know, like how North Carolina begged for help, and you didn't give it to them.
Legit.
I saw a witch, a Wiccan. They're online and they're casting hexes on people, and it was like, I wish for more hurricanes. Okay, all right. Oh man,
You're really gonna show those politicians.
Dude, I saw the spells. It's so funny.
Imagine they get hit by hurricane after hurricane after hurricane.
Like, it was that lady on TikTok. She did.
It's real.
Trump just keeps getting thinner.
Well, I don't know if you guys got to see Kamala's concession speech, but maybe she will have some words of encouragement.
Let's see.
Can we see this? Oh, please.
Okay.
The light of America's promise will always burn bright.
Okay.
What does that mean?
As long as we never give up and as long as we keep fighting.
Generic fight.
Yep.
To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much.
Baby.
She's secretly like, thank
To
God.
President Biden
I don't
and
have to be the
Dr.
president.
Biden, thank you for your
Right.
faith
He just
and
hugged the
support.
nanny.
To
He hugged
Governor
him.
Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will
Wait,
continue.
look at her hands and tell me if you see anything.
Her hands?
Look at her hands.
And to my extraordinary team,
She's hiding
to the
them now.
volunteers who gave
that
so
one was
much
dark.
of themselves.
The right one.
Right?
Her right hand was dark.
That's what I don't know if it's a light thing, but it seems.
Maybe she
She was
Dave,
doing
how
like,
dare you? She's
Maybe
an
she's
Indian
doing-
African American woman.
Talking about her skin color.
I think
okay. Yeah, we're seeing shade differences.
On the palms too.
Maybe she's doing some hexes. Maybe she's involved in those.
Oh, she
Ash.
Yeah, it's just soot.
She's
From
burning
she's
something.
the ballots that were burned.
She's been burning stuff in her house all night.
She was the one burning the ballot.
And it
That
still
Madonna
wasn't
song.
Yeah.
Would you please stop lighting fires? We're already 20 minutes late and it's not helping our look.
Ew.
Oh, man.
What does that mean?
This is all going according to plan. If you guys watched the episode where we talked about our predictions here, and I've said it on Base Staff as well,
Yeah.
I think that she was a scapegoat. She was being thrown out there. She was being burned. They knew that they didn't have anybody to run. When Joe went up there and was like, "Hup, duh, blah, blah, blah," during that debate, and they had nothing, they said, all right, Kamala, we're gonna throw our half-hearted behind it. We're gonna use all the campaign funds to have some celebrities come out and say they endorsed her, because they can't just give up.
Yeah,
They
do
have to
fake
continue to
concerts.
fake. They do fake concerts that aren't concerts.
Never a concert.
And then when she loses, they go,
so
"Oh,
many voters."
So many.
dude."
You think that Beyonce lost a lot of the votes?
I think so. I think so.
Got fired for sure.
That lost
At
her the whole
least-
thing, because it's like,
at
oh,
least
you're
everyone
lying about
there.
that,
Yeah.
Yep.
bro.
At least
so
everybody
it's-
that went there. Yeah.
For sure.
It's they knew
No,
that they were
I
going to
agree,
lose,
like-
so they
Right.
gave up. That's
Well,
my
you
plan.
nailed it, Garrett, and I didn't. But my job is to it's not really my job, but I've made it my job to be black-pilled and say the worst is going to happen, because I find it funny.
Somebody's got to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance.
So it's like I have to take that. So at least when you think everything's terrible, if something positive happens, you're like, wow, that's
win.
extra good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So that was kind of my take. And I do think that there was still some misdeeds, but I can't,
Yeah.
that's just part of every election for sure. And there was, people came in to vote. There were people there were Charlie Duff found 16,000 people voted in Michigan that were dead.
Yep.
And it was 16,000 voted, and then 14 of what he looked at, 14,000 were alive, but it was of people over the age 100. 14,000 of them were dead and voted. So it happens, you know,
and it
that's
still went red.
And it still went red, yeah.
Too big.
And that was, I mean, that's when you catch it, though. So, I mean, these things still do happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just think that they didn't try as hard as they did last time.
Yeah.
Because they knew that they had a loser, and they're just going to lay low.
Well, and they
wouldn't have cared.
more eyes on them this time, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
there was more eyes. Pandemic. This is a different world we live in from last time we had an election. More people were like, all right, we're watching your shit. And we were watching your shit way early. It wasn't night of, it was months before. It was way when the election started. They were starting to look at that stuff. So it was just like so many things were going against the left. They said, Mulligan, we're just going to sit back. We're going to whine for 4 years and then try again.
I think the proof is that everyone basically accepted that Trump was going to be the president like months ago. All the media was like, yep, when Trump gets in.
Yeah.
So they like basically already knew.
And everyone switched at the same time. I feel like everybody that was against Trump just all of a sudden started like, okay, we're Trump now.
Media started being being very, very judgmental of the left all of a sudden.
I don't know if you guys saw Azalea Banks.
Yeah, she's crazy.
She is crazy, but she was vocally endorsing Kamala, and then she posted something on her Twitter today that said, I was just fucking with you guys. I voted for Trump, and she posted a picture of her ballot. Yeah, she was like,
are you serious?
Yeah, she was endorsing Kamala the whole time as a celebrity, and then she goes, I was full of shit. I voted Trump yesterday, and everybody's tearing her apart.
Bro, honestly, if she's honest about that, I bet all of the other ones fucking did the same thing.
Well, then don't agree to endorse for somebody if you know that you're just a fucking puppet.
Well, I think she wanted the benefits of endorsing, but she was like, I'm not risking it.
And she could have just not said anything, and she was just like, fuck you guys.
That's hilarious.
Who knows, like, what they have on them or like what they're involved in that like maybe they had to support.
Azalea?
No, a lot of the celebrities.
I was about to say she's cooked.
No,
they have
all the Diddy party stuff.
Who knows? You got LeBron, you got Beyonce.
I mean, there's 100%. I believe that they believe that they're doing what they think is the best thing to do. Like Mark Ruffalo, he believes that shit. Yeah. Chris Evans, he believes that shit. Yep. Like they're not faking it. I think they're just useful idiots.
I think the white celebrities aren't faking it. I think the black celebrities don't give a fuck at all and take a check.
Like Oprah?
Yeah, like Oprah. I don't think she cares. I don't think Beyonce cares. I don't think LeBron cares.
I think Spike Lee cares about his point of view, but then when they go Spike Lee endorsed Kamala, you're like, wow.
What a shock.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you get Spike on the black side? Are you kidding? Of course he did.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, obviously, the celebrities that we knew were going to be left turned out to be left.
And then some that said that they weren't political came out in support of Kamala. That's the thing that makes it weird.
They said, you like money? I saw this. It was like 5. They were all black. I don't know the celebrities, but they were all black celebrities. And they were like, say her name. Say her name right. You like money? We like commas. Kamala. And they were just going like in on like the total like BS reasons to like this lady. But it's like, you're stupid, so we have to say it this way. Yeah. It's like they just think black people are a monolith.
Kamala, vote for her.
Yeah, you're black. Vote for her. Or you're a woman. Vote for her. It's frustrating.
It's not working anymore.
And I think a lot of people get to the voting booth in that case. Like, who did you just mention, Angela? What's her name?
Azalea Banks.
Right. Like, she may have just gotten there and been like, I'm going to vote for Trump. And then she turns around and says, like, oh, yeah, I was getting you the whole time. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think there's a lot of authenticity to that she had this whole thing planned, personally. No. Mm-hmm. I just think she switched at the last minute, like a lot of people do once they break it down and it's actually right in front of them.
Yeah. And people don't know. You know, when you're in the booth and it's like, okay, well, nobody's actually going to know how I vote.
Yeah. Like,
it's like really the Kamala ad.
Yep.
It's like, did you vote right?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, the two women look at each other and they're like, okay.
We're voting for Trump.
Trump.
The lady has a sparkly American flag hat and her husband is just this MAGA guy who looks like a paid Broadway actor.
Did you vote
got like rosy cheeks. He looks like he's doing the Broadway version of Elf.
Where are we?
That's
this is not in the notes.
This is America 2024.
Oh my God.
Well, you want to talk about? Mark Cuban conceded.
Yeah, what was up with that? I didn't see his post. He the night of last night, he actually came out and conceded and said, "Congrats, Donald Trump. You won fair and square. Congrats to Elon as well. Godspeed."
Look at that.
Wow. Actually, like legit props.
You think he got
I respect
hacked?
him. Yeah.
I think he got hacked.
Hey.
That was from Elon.
Yeah.
He just got into the account.
He got to put himself in there a little bit.
It goes to my plan. They knew it was going to happen, and they're going to let it happen. They're not going to fight, and they're going to go, look, we were the adults. We let it pass.
Mm-hmm.
As if that's not what they wanted.
No, it's probably hacked by the guy that owns Fubu.
Damon, what's his name?
Yeah, the other shark.
Yeah.
Hey, we're bringing in the new era of health in America. Okay?
That's true. Really?
We're making America healthy again. We're taking the microplastics out of our food and our ball sacks.
Let's go.
All right? So what you could do in your normal day-to-day life is do a little bit of exercising, eat a little better, and use Lumen.
Yeah.
Because it's a good way to track your metabolic intake and your what's the other stuff it does? It
measures your metabolism through your breath. It's pretty cool.
Which I don't even know was a thing.
It lets you know if you're burning fat or carbs, and it gives you tailored guidance to improve your nutrition and workouts and sleep and even stress management.
I could probably use that.
You could.
You could.
Yeah, you should.
Everyone
And
could.
you should.
I'm fat?
What?
That's what I was saying. Are you agreeing?
I mean, I was just being a bro, but yes.
I think you seem stressed. You seem stressed.
Yeah, you're looking
you're curvy.
I can use it. Thank you.
You're
say
thick.
thick.
Thicky.
I'm thick.
Yeah,
You could say
I
thick.
think you're a whole lot of man.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to monitor how
I'm saying
thick you
this
are,
as a fellow short, thick man.
Thank you. We gotta stick together.
you can use Lumen. So just give it a shot, okay? We've done it. I have one at home, and it's pretty nice to be able to get that granular information on your body as you're trying to make some better choices with your life, trying to be a little healthier, and just be more aware of your body's system.
Well, and it gives you a personal nutrition plan too.
That's
so
great.
it's not like
That's
you're
convenient.
alone. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so it's like you get that, you get to track everything. It's seriously an awesome thing.
That literally sounds
And there's
exactly like what I need.
nothing more satisfying than seeing your progress on stuff like that. That's great.
I agree.
You should try it.
Try Lumen. What's the promo code
yes,
here?
if you want to take the next step to improving your health, go to lumen.me/normal to get 15% off your Lumen. This is lumen.me/normal for 15% off your purchase.
There we go.
Nice. I'll be there.
Yeah, that was like a 1 out of 5 ad read.
Well,
First one was much better.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you know,
No,
the
I was talking about
product's so
myself.
good.
You saved
the
it. You
product's
saved
so good it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Angela
Honestly.
had the pipes. Meaux came in there too.
Yeah.
That made it work.
It was a teamwork.
Women.
Yeah.
But then
Well,
It's the 4 years of women.
You are so good when you're
Take it
not
back.
voting.
Hey, we helped this time.
I don't think you helped as much as a little squirrel helped.
I agree.
I think that saved America.
Yeah.
Dude, it
What
really brought
happened to
people
a
together.
squirrel?
It brought people
Yeah,
together.
it did.
I agree.
Squirrel
Yeah, I know.
died, bro.
How
didn't
did
hear-
I know.
It's so
Oh, I'm
nuts.
like,
New York
wait,
City
what?
came in and stole a little beautiful squirrel and killed it.
You know they cut his head off?
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. They had
No, that's what you have to do when you
Cut
test.
his head off.
oh,
rabies.
test for rabies.
You got to
Yeah.
cut their head off and test their brain.
They
And
sawed
that's what
his
they did
head
to the
off
little boy.
like he stole money from the cartel.
Like they were testing vaccines.
There's got to be a better
They
way to
came
do
in
that now.
and took his life.
We have the technology for a lumen.
There's gotta,
Why don't you just have him breathe into it?
Just look at him.
there's got to be so many better ways to test for
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, the guy
How do they test humans?
cut the head off.
You got to cut that. Like, once you got it, you got
Like,
it.
that's crazy.
That's why they killed Old Yeller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they out to the pasture.
But at least that was a kind way, not like this.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, what they don't show on Old Yeller is they did shoot him 6 times to get the whole head off.
They didn't see the SWAT team of
Yeah, it's real,
U.S. officials.
real gory.
It's the
You only
unrated
see
cut.
the first shot, but yeah,
Firing
by
squad.
Cuts
the
away.
third one, you don't even want to masturbate.
Hanging by a thread.
Facts.
You know who's getting lost in this story, though, is Fred.
Who's Fred?
Raccoon, bro. He also had a raccoon that they came in and stole and killed.
Why aren't they talking about him?
You know, I don't know. Maybe the little
Trash pandas.
cute-
What did they do to him? They sawed his. They sawed his hands off so he'd stop stealing garbage.
Which honestly, that's a pretty good law.
Those guys are so cute. They have little hands. And they go they wash their own hands.
Yeah.
Come on, raccoons are awesome.
What happens if they don't have rabies?
But we
They're
don't.
dead.
This one clearly didn't. These two animals clearly did not have rabies.
He had them for years.
They lived in his house for like 7 years. At least the squirrel
With his
did.
cat and everything.
And they can't release them back into the wild because their house.
Yeah, they don't know how to
broken. They
survive.
can't like survive. Like, do you know how
you could tape its head back on like Petey and Dumb and Dumber.
yeah, you connect the cables back.
Sell him to a blind kid.
Don't worry, I took care of it.
Took care of it.
Pretty bird.
Good squirrel. Good squirrel.
I took care of it.
It's a sad situation, man.
That pisses me off.
So
Yeah,
no one
fuck
can
New
have a
York.
squirrel?
Apparently in
It's
New
a
York,
license.
it's
If you
it's-
can't have
Texas, I
wildlife.
can.
in Texas you can have whatever the fuck you want.
Getting a squirrel.
You can get a giraffe. You can have a fucking
can't have a giraffe.
tiger. We brought this up before. There's
Can
more
have a tiger.
tigers in
In
Texas than there are in.
But you have to have a. You
Really?
can't just
Their
get
home
one.
country.
In India. Yeah.
No, you can
Really?
just get one.
Yeah,
You have to
can.
have like license for it, right?
Well, they want you to.
You have you need like a Texas license.
you could just
ideally.
go get a tiger and
I
it's
got a
like this is my
license
pet.
in my
Yeah.
That is-
nightstand.
I don't agree with that. But I'll be
I
quiet
tell you,
on this.
America.
I didn't believe it either about a year
It's
ago,
true.
Mo.
That's
And
crazy.
Garrett told me, and I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That there's more tigers in Texas than in the wild. It turns
Why
out.
though? Because we take them in captivity?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well,
private
Rich
owners.
ass people
Private
live
owners.
here and they go like, "What do I want? A kitty cat. I don't want a normal
This
kitty
is
cat."
infuriating.
Joe Exotic was in Texas?
Wow.
What?
No, I
No.
think
Joe
it's-
Exotic?
No.
I think that was-
But the same energy.
No. But still, Texas beat Joe Exotic.
Yeah, same energy.
It's like basically there's cocaine dealers that want to pierce the ear of their pet tiger.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is.
It's all for earrings.
So
Yeah, they just want to put a big chain on their tiger.
Ice it out.
that's pretty dope.
Wild.
I mean, if you're gonna have a tiger, why wouldn't you pimp it
True,
out? What's the
true.
point of getting one?
You absolutely
This
would.
is absolutely true.
What are you gonna do? Just be like, "That's my tiger," and leave it at that?
So, like, I want to know how many tiger deaths there are
Let me see.
in Texas.
How many?
Pretty dark.
So many.
But it's like 0.
No.
Maybe 1.
No. I am like
People
so
kill
against
like an
this
accident.
right
Like
now.
tigers
That's
killing people?
crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they're
meant
kept
of.
in cages. They're not.
Yeah.
free
Okay, so
roaming.
between
No, I'm mad
1990
for the tigers.
and
You're just
2022,
walking around your house.
there were only 2 big cat attacks that were. Oh, those are attacks.
How many deaths?
They're not even deaths.
2
Wow.
Oh, they died though?
2 attacks.
fatalities. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, but I'm more mad for the tigers.
what's the situation? I need.
Texas is 3rd in the United States for exotic animal related fatalities. It has
Third?
Texas has a
Third.
large population of pet tigers. Yeah.
But we're the highest.
Crazy.
we
Who's
have
the first two?
like, per capita?
Probably.
Yeah, there's only 7 fatalities of these between 1990 and now.
Who's the first
Only
two
7 in the
states?
last 25
Probably Florida.
years.
Probably Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's
Cubans,
for sure.
Haitians.
That's a good number.
Yeah,
Not a
they-
number that brings the federal government into your house and raid you and keep you from going to the bathroom in your own house and keep you from feeding your animals.
True.
True. Cubans will come over on a boat with those things. You've seen Life of Pi. But
Okay, so Texas has the most tigers, ranging from 2,000 to 5,000 privately owned tigers, more than the number of tigers that remain in the wild, which is fewer than 3,000.
Yeah.
Why are we?
and
Okay,
we're the-
I might be
It's
like
conservationism,
pet
baby.
crazy right now, but like, why the hell are we allowing this? This is making me like,
You're carrying.
I am carrying
Conservationist.
right now.
They'd be almost extinct if it wasn't for all
Okay,
the
so it's
privately
for. They have like
That's
it's
not what
not.
it's for, but that's a side effect.
if it wasn't,
That's a rationale.
Like they're not just like free on land living in Texas. Like they're like
Oh,
in
they're in
cages.
captivity. That's what I just asked.
Ah, I don't like that.
Why? You want them free?
Yes,
or dead. They
crazy.
could be dead.
Yeah, kill
free in
them.
Africa.
They're not in Africa. They're Indian.
But if they were in Africa, they'd be eating
Lions are in
They're
Africa.
not lions. They're tigers.
Tigers are in Africa, right?
They're in India. They're in Asia, right?
Whatever,
that's
wherever
Asia.
they are, put them back.
You don't even know.
You want to
look,
send
I
them back
think
to
they
their
should
country?
be able to go wherever.
Yeah.
Wow,
Let's
she said
deport
that.
tigers.
Yeah,
So
start
what
with
you're
start
saying-
the mass deportations with tigers.
You should do a Kamala voice. Where you're like, they want to put tigers back in chains.
Not even diamond chains either.
I want a path to citizenship for these tigers.
Oh man,
It's great. Like we're saving them from extinction. How? We keep them in our garages.
Next to my Porsche. It's alive. It's not happy, but it's alive.
yeah.
No, yeah, its life is miserable, but as long as I can get through that door, I have a tiger.
Yeah. What can you do about it?
You have to be such an ass to be like, look, I need to get a tiger.
Yes.
You see this beautiful, majestic creature that runs and prances and is the peak of.
in a
Yep.
I'm going to put
Animal
it into
Kingdom.
a cage. And I will own it.
How do I get that in my yard?
Do a TikTok with it.
How do how do I fight one?
Yeah.
Is there a legal way for me to fight this?
Yeah.
Can
I
I
like get it pretty doped out and
Yep.
beat it up.
Yep.
That's good content.
Yeah. You could legally feed it.
The guy who just beats up a drugged out tiger
Yeah.
on
Going
TikTok.
viral.
Nobody does
Going
anything.
viral.
But then
You
they
guys-
just saw the heads off a squirrel.
You guys weren't here when we talked about this, but there was a story like last week or the week before about these guys that were doing at-home castrations and stuff
Yeah.
on people on the internet, and they
On
had like
humans?
and they had like 50,000 subscribers. So I'm pretty sure that
What?
Dave,
On
you could-
YouTube?
Yeah.
No.
You're telling me
no.
only
It's a.
50,000?
How many was it? Was it 250? There was a lot.
It was a
No,
lot.
I
Whatever it was,
kidding.
it was a concerning amount of
It
people.
was a concern.
You mean subscribers?
That did it?
Were involved in like watching
They
this
had-
stuff.
Oh, it's like a black market.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
wasn't-
it wasn't on the dark web. It was on the clear web. But it wasn't. It wasn't like on YouTube. It was
I think
on
white people
some.
watched it too.
Like a
Mostly.
Fucking crazy.
what?
They were British.
And lesbians.
They were British and they were just sawing off their penises?
Yeah.
take these bollocks
Putting
off,
In the
mate.
name of
Putting them in drawers.
Were they like?
in the
were they
name of
numbing
like
them?
in the name.
Afterwards, they're like, I don't know if that was such a good idea.
They were making money off of it.
a bad idea.
so it was for like people
Yeah,
that
but-
wanted like reassessment.
You know,
No,
maybe we
no.
might-
No,
we
it was
might
just like
some-
weird.
wanted to
fetish
cut
stuff.
their balls off.
Or their
Pain
legs
Olympics.
or other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Pain
We
Olympics.
made some good money,
Yeah.
but I could in fact not make enough money to put it back on.
That's
I don't have the pound.
It's
bro.
a real mistake.
Do they sell them? Do they make money?
They would just keep them in drawers and stuff.
Yeah,
on
I
their
think
mantles?
it was like a doctor, right? So they had all the equipment and like
He
the
wasn't
skill.
a doctor.
Oh, but it wasn't even that. I forgot.
Oh, good.
Identified as a
No,
doctor.
no.
I
He
feel like
wasn't
if you do it
trained at
something,
all.
if you do
anyone
something
die?
enough times, then you
Nobody
become an
died.
expert.
So he's a professional.
Nobody died.
well
Really
be
good
a
at cutting
doctor.
those wieners
No.
off.
He was.
They cauterized it.
He might as well be a doctor then. No one died. Like I'm proud of
Let
him,
me
to be
do
honest.
Everybody's like
Are
positive.
you a doctor? No, not.
You gonna film it? Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, Candace was
Listen,
here. one time.
you will get money for
Yeah.
it. All right.
Where do I sign? That's
here.
wild.
I'm already here. Let's do it.
There's
that's
a percentage
America.
of people out there.
What's the purpose of this? Well, you know, people watch it online.
Yeah, people will watch you.
What are you doing with that leg
Right.
anyway?
Content. Bro, just another channel.
Cool.
That's
And what
cool.
will you do with the penis? We're making it into an ivory piano of sorts.
We're making like a big
We just
costume,
need
like a
24.
chest.
Each head is a key.
Each key is a
24,
penis.
Each key is a dick.
Just various shapes.
What song would
Yeah.
you play on your penis?
The black ones
piano?
are the black.
Yeah. You're like, why are the black ones
It's
bigger on
opposite.
the piano?
The opposite. Good, bro.
Playing Flight of the Bumblebees on there.
Chopsticks.
Yeah.
Chopsticks.
Just high cross buns. You only know the most basic children's piano.
Wasn't even worth it.
Who
All
wants
that.
to?
Hot cross buns pisses me off.
Me too.
It's not hot cross buns. It's
cross, right?
well, it's
No.
Three Blind Mice.
That's Three Blind Mice.
Hey, blind man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
See how they, oh yeah.
My penis
Stooges.
I'm gonna sit down.
Hold on.
I'm a
You're a
penis.
real penis. Facts.
Yeah. Yeah, Fuckers Barry had a little lamb.
I'm a
Did you
cocksurt
see
penis.
that, speaking of pianists, you're a real pianist.
Bro.
Bette Midler deleted her Twitter account.
Did she? Is
It's
she
because
leaving
of the Diddy
country?
parties. It's the Diddy parties
got
for
it.
What do you
sure.
mean she deleted her Twitter account?
She was very adamantly against Trump, and today her Twitter account disappeared.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe she'll disappear. To a
I don't
different
look.
country.
I don't even hate. I don't
different
even
country.
hate Bette Midler, but you know.
She played in
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
The Hocus
She'll never be
Pocus is
that.
her only
I am.
true role that I thought was good.
What about
Seinfeld.
the
She
girl
wasn't really-
baseball player?
Somebody's never seen
Seinfeld.
Beaches.
Oh,
Yeah.
A League of Their Own. League of Their Own.
She wasn't in a league
I
of their
wouldn't-
own.
yeah,
That
she
was
wasn't?
Rosie
She's just a
O'Donnell.
woman. You
Oh, she
think
played baseball on
anybody-
Seinfeld.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
She played baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Understudy.
You're right.
Oh, that's true. She was good in that.
And then she has to. Yeah, that was a good
She's
one.
playing herself.
Yeah, piece of shit.
All right.
And beaches for when us ladies are on the rag.
Dave gets it.
Or, yeah, she understands.
Yeah.
Either that or Prince of Tides with Nick Nolte.
Yes.
Barbara Streisand.
See, I've never seen any of those.
Yeah, well, I guess you weren't raised by a white woman who was bipolar.
A black woman who was.
It's just a different thing.
Yeah,
you saw
still lukewarm water.
You would watch. Yeah, still. Yeah,
Yes.
you'd watch
You should poll
Set
the
It
chat.
Off a lot.
Yep.
There's a lot of white
I
people
did.
though.
I learned that movie from you.
Do you like cold or hot water, or lukewarm water? I guess.
Chat. Yeah, lukewarm, not hot, not warm.
Not a boiling hot.
Room temp.
Room temp or cold water. Put it in the comments below right now.
And when you comment,
also,
put your race.
Yeah.
Put your race.
Put your race and your reason.
We're trying to answer a scientific question.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Hey, thank you, Flawd and Mo.
Yay.
Dave.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
calling
you.
in from Detroit. Thank you so much for being on the ground there. That was awesome. I think you should do that more. I think you're really good on the street.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny.
I
That
appreciate
was funny.
that.
That's great.
You guys see my hat?
Yeah.
Everyone see this?
Dark MAGA.
Dark MAGA. Everyone see
I like it.
My MAGA shirt too.
I want to get the Dark MAGA shirt.
Repeat.
See, I don't like. I don't like the red hat. I like the black hat.
I
way
like.
better.
I agree.
I like the black with gold.
Yeah.
I like the black with gold. I want to get the
What
black
are you?
with gold.
What are you? His aunt?
Are you Miss
Go, bro.
International?
Heading off to Vegas?
The era of golden, baby. It's the golden era of America. It's back. Our president's golden. He has golden locks in his hair, and it's golden era. All right.
And it's time for
Dave. Hold on.
Yes.
Wait. Who's hosting this show?
nobody.
No.
You are.
Hey, if people wanted to see you in real life, where could they see you?
You're hosting it, Daddy.
I'm just kidding.
November, this weekend, you can see me at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Please come out to that show if you're in the area. They're really great people that own it. And also, November 21st, Mic Drop Comedy Club in Plano. It used to be House of Comedy. And then the 5th through the 7th of December at Visani's in Port Charlotte, Florida. Come out.
Yeah.
Say hi. Where are you going to be? Where can we find you?
Me on my channel, Nega Garrett. That's N-E-G.
I love
it. Garrett.
The golden era.
That's golden era, baby. And you can watch some content that I put up over there. Pretty soon I'm going to get Flawd over here on my channel. We're going to do something. Flawd, where can people find you?
YouTube.com/@FlawdzTV, but also YouTube.com/FlawedLogic, but also Twitch.tv/Flawdzilla.
Should have like a landing page, you know?
Yeah.
Like a link tree or something.
Yeah, link tree.
Over 200K over here.
200K, baby, on YouTube.
Congrats.
Nice.
Let's go.
Good job, dude.
Yeah, baby, we out here. We out here.
Mo.
Nice. Twitch.tv/Holy Moly, HOLYMEAUXLY. That's where I am like every day.
See, that was concise. Did you see that? How she did that?
I got used to
short.
selfish promo
That was
on
one
Flush,
location. You know? Send people to.
I'm sorry. I'm all over the place, man.
Angela?
I do it.
I have Angela Does Horror on YouTube, and I just put up a video about Your Next, and I got some other ones coming out.
I subscribe.
So did I.
Thank you.
I subscribe.
So did I. And I
told
watched.
you
The whole time. Go over here.
You're next. You made the shirt.
Yep.
I didn't make it, actually bought it.
Really?
Did you buy that shirt?
bought
It
it.
looked like it was made.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Nice.
I bought it.
I like
online.
you acted out getting the arrow shot in your back.
Thanks. Thank you.
I knew
Your
you-
shorts. Your shorts are getting
Thank you.
the
I
numbers
knew
on
you'd
there.
call me out if I didn't watch it.
So I know exactly what Dave did. He scrubbed to about
No.
20 minutes in.
No.
Picked something out and said, I'll
Something
mention that on the show. Dave, we're the
Nope,
same.
you
I know
name
what
off-
you did.
you
You got
name
that
off
view
the-
though.
You name off the slut, the tropes, all the stuff. The
didn't.
guy breaking
I
in the
didn't.
window.
I didn't.
Yeah, don't start with me, woman.
I literally didn't.
You're right. I started it. I was just saying I like your work.
I know, because we're the same. You can't trick me.
I know. I know, but this
think a lot
time
about
this time I'm not lying to you like last.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it more.
You were at first.
Yeah, you tried.
I tried.
Just
and then
didn't
she called
work.
me on it so she can see right through me.
Some Geminis.
Gemini behavior right there.
Gemini.
Hey, and that brings us to end of the world.
Yes.
Bow! Dave, do you want to read this? Do you want to start it off?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
What should? Yes, it is tradition. What should Kamala do with her free time now that the election is over? Let's go. Where do you want to start it with you?
Yeah, let's go around and then we'll end with Dave, obviously.
Okay.
Hopefully disappear forever and I never have to see her again, but at the very least, start wearing turtlenecks.
Yeah, be nice.
Please.
That'd be nice. Cover that up.
Flaw?
Also because her neck be a Thanksgiving turkey.
For real. For real, though.
It do be a Thanksgiving turkey.
That's a little saggy.
I say she should do a terrible musical with Lady Gaga.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Trendy.
Yeah.
I like
Be
that.
nice.
It'd be horrible.
I would love to hear it.
It would be terrible.
No.
I would watch it. I would watch it just to make fun of it. But I think she should get her job back at McDonald's.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be a
I'm
manager.
gonna say pills.
Perfect.
We said start.
Already on it.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. More pills.
More.
Thank you, everybody, for liking, subscribing. Put it in the comments below. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.